Well, it's a brand new species, so we're pretty excited about that. It's a very close relative of the Triceratops, which I think most people are familiar with. There's a few really interesting differences. If you look over the eyes, you can see that the horns stick out sideways. In Triceratops, they actually point forwards. And if you look at the frill, it's much more ornate. There's a lot of big spikes sticking off the back. You can see that the spikes near the midline actually curl forward, whereas these spikes around the edges, the remaining spikes stick out backwards, basically. They point away from the frill. So it's these features that allow us to identify this as a new species that we're pretty excited about. Spiclipius, our new species, was discovered by Dr. Bill Shipp in Montana in 2005. And he actually found this on his land, his first time out looking for dinosaur fossils. It was just the classic case of beginner's luck. The fossil was excavated over the following 2 years, and then it took another 2 years after that in order to prepare the fossil in the lab, so to prepare all the rock away from it. From there, the bones were cast and molded, and this skull reconstruction that you see here was made. And then after that, it took time to put the research team together, to do the actual research, to write up the paper and publish it. And here we are almost 10 years later, and finally we get to announce this exciting new species. The skeleton is riddled with signs of infections and injury. If we look on the other side of the skull, there's actually a big hole that's opened up in the side. We don't know what caused that. It's possible that the animal might have been gored by another member of the species, maybe in a fight for dominance in the social hierarchy. Maybe it was defending its territory. And we know that that opening became infected afterwards. There's also a large opening in the humerus, the upper arm bone, that shows that that bone itself was infected as well. And it probably caused the animal a lot of pain and probably prevented it from walking around. So we've reconstructed in one of our paintings here as ambling about as sort of a tripodal posture.
We have a wonderful dinosaur display downtown, and this will be a small part of that. So we're installing a new, smaller display in our dinosaur gallery, which will talk about this new species, starting on May 24th.